Hello, it is fishbulbgeek and I am back today and we are going to finish off all the little things. I think we've got to go talk to Fenris and we might as well do Anders' last little bit for his mission, get that all tidied up, probably do a bit of shopping and prepping, and yeah, we're just basically getting it ready to a state where we can go ahead and start the DLC. So we might as well... we might as well go and talk to Fenris first, actually. That might not be so bad. And then we'll go back and finish off. Night, do we? That's justice. Right, that is the last kicking off point. Once we start activating that, that's going to be end game only. So we will save that for after we've come back from. Well, technically, we're just remembering how the trip goes. I think is canonically how the DLCs are worked in, is you're just remembering something that you've done in the past. So, yeah. Let's go talk to Fenris. Good old grumpy elf himself.
Take a look at this.
A blade of mercy. I remember these. You see them in the Imperium. Replicas of the sword Archon Hessarian used to kill Andraste. This one looks finely crafted.
So they sell these things at every market stand in Minrathous?
Hardly. Here, let me show you. These are gifts of honor, given to those who have performed a service for the Imperium. Denarius coveted them, as I recall.
You don't talk about the Imperium much.
It's not a place I remember fondly.
Oh, I think we've already covered all that lot, so, yeah, keep the sword.
The blade is yours if you want it.
For me? Yes. I think I'd like that. I'll think of the irony as I wield it. Thank you, Hawke.
Well, there we go. That's quite nice. I kind of now want to have him in my party just so I can see what that sword is like, because it's probably equipable. He has a gather your party right here. Oops. So we can check that out straight away. Yeah. So let's see what the Blade of Mercy looks like on Fenris. Oh. Oh. Oh, well, spirit damage is pretty awesome, but, I mean, 34 physical damage plus 2 rune slots, that's not bad, you know. I mean, the stats make it, I mean, it looks pretty terrible. If I could keep him alive with the celebrant, he'd be pretty good, but, yeah, I think I'm not necessarily going to equip that on you because, honestly, she's not as good as what you've got. Oh, wait, hang on. It looks okay. That looks much nicer and shinier, so yeah, we're gonna stick with that. Why the heck not? Right, actually, you know what else I should have done? I should have Anders in my group for this. Because we might as well go ahead and do justice. So, while I'm at it, who do I want to take with me on the mission? I think Bethany could join us there later. Anders as a warden would be quite useful, so I'm thinking I'd actually quite like to take Anders for the mission. So Anders plus Bethany is double mage. Because I'm sure we've got the option to take Bethany with us. So I'll take Baron. cleric, and I mean, actually, who would I actually like to take with me? I'll need a tank if I'm going double mage. Double mage tank, and I'm the rogue. That looks pretty good. Aveline just stays up a heck of a lot better than Fenris ever does, unfortunately. Alright, this is probably the group we're going to take with us. Oh, look, I haven't had Anders in my party for a while. That's fine. Level them up later. So yeah, this is just setting up. I was worried that if we did this too early, it would sort of kick things off early, but this is just setup stuff. So we could have done this pretty much when we did the rest of the mission, as it turns out. But that's fine. We can work with that. That's all right. Well, I think it's all right anyway. It's a bit late now to worry about it, so you know what? Might as well just level them up. Okay, so I've leveled up Anders, and I've changed his settings slightly. So I've made him just more of a pure healer, because when I take him on the mission, I plan to use him as support in the back, being protected. I'll be back with the mages to protect them both, and I'm planning to use Bethany as just like in your face, Big Dark Destroyer. And yeah, Aveline can just take as much aggro as possible, and hopefully, with any luck anyway, keep everybody pinned in as something of a nice big group. The tactics might not work, but they also might.
I'll find you as soon as I'm done. Thank you.
Okay. On we go.
You know, Isabella, if someone had told me with you for all these years, and if someone had told me I'd
She's
still
down
be
there.
here. You have your ship. What's stopping you? You do without me, and the constant headache in the world. Someone would rush to fill the hole, like you never left. That's my girl. Maybe you win once in a while.
I love them. They're like frenemies. Love each other to bits, but also squaddle like
Maker's
kittens.
blessing, champion. Have you come to pray?
So, hypothetically, if there were a group of people being brutally subjugated by another, wouldn't the Maker favor the oppressed?
You speak of mages. It's no secret that you count apostates among your friends, champion. You have done much to fan the flames of rebellion here. We must give Meredith and Orsino time to work out their differences. No good can come of showing favor to one side.
Yeah. By working out their differences, you do mean that Meredith's going to completely snap even more than she already has and just kill all the mages.
I guess that means you're not ready to disband the Templars and set every mage free.
I feel for the mages, I do. I would not wish to be locked in the gallows. But I cannot take sides. We are all the Maker's creatures, but magic allows abuses beyond the scope of mortals. I only hope I can balance the needs of everyone. For if it comes to war, it is the people of this city who will lose.
There you are. I've been looking for you all over. Your Grace?
Your soul is troubled, child. I hope you found a balm for it here.
Wow. Okay, that's yeah, you know, Althena's not strong enough to be in charge of the Chantry and Kirkwall. You need somebody who's, well, either going to double down and support the mages, or someone who's just going to toe the party line and, you know, like, wholeheartedly get behind Meredith. This refusing to choose one or the other has made it kind of a worse situation than it really needed to be, I think. I mean, yeah, it would be horrible either way, because either whatever's going on here and making all these mages twisty and dark inside and like resort to blood mages and deals with demons and all that jazz, that's probably not going to go away, because I'm suspecting that's very much the influence of the Red Lyrium, which affects far more than just the artifact we brought back. I mean, we see it in Inquisition, so maybe I'm borrowing a bit of knowledge from that, but I mean, like, there's something going on in Kirkwall that's beyond just that artifact. Lots of other things. Maybe it just latched onto the two strongest people there. I mean, Orsino's no cutie himself, and Meredith has just been driven mad. She might have been fair maybe once back in the day, but she's just one of those really intolerant, fearful, paranoid people nowadays. And unfortunately, as the boss, so many Templars are rushing to go with her. And you've got Templars like Cullen, who is damaged goods, who needed therapy, and he also should never be allowed within a mage, within 100 feet of a mage. Oh well, he comes around, eventually. Doesn't help that the champion is just cheeky, sarcastic, and just generally doesn't care, or appears not to care. She cares deeply inside, but she's very flippant. I can imagine she'd be a pain in the ass to deal with.
I wanted you to have this.
What's that? A pillow?
Hand embroidered by my mother. The only thing of hers they let me keep when I went to the circle.
Why in the name of Andraste would you give that to me?
You've been a good friend, Varric.
You keep your pillow, Blondie, and may you have many more dreams of killing Templars on it.
Hawke, I didn't expect you here, but let me take this time to tell you how much I respect you. You've stood by me when I gave you every reason to turn away. Just remember, whatever happens, I wanted you to know that.
Why are you talking like this?
He'll still be here, you know. Justice. Long after you and I are gone. It doesn't mean the same thing to a spirit. He'll just go back to the Fade.
Usually people don't say things like that unless they're about to stab someone in the back.
None of this is aimed at you, Hawke. I think I've made that clear. I was hoping we'd find a better way, but justice and vengeance are too intertwined. I can't tell one from the other. You have been a better friend than I ever thought to have.
Okay. He's, it looks like he's changed his outfit. I'm sure it wasn't that color before. In fact, Renegade's coat, is that what it was? No, that's not what it was before. Alright, let's have a look. Oh, he's not even in my party anymore. Well, alright, join my party again. Oops. Oh, the loading's so long. Yes. Yeah, he's definitely sporting a new look. Join my party, and I think the stats will be exactly the same. So it's, you know, he should be fully upgraded. Everybody should be fully upgraded. Aveline is. Isabella is. And yes, he is. So Renegade's coat. Ooh. No. Yes, it has. It's got the armor struts. It's got the spirit essence. It's got the lyrium weave. So, oh, he doesn't have a. He doesn't have a. Oh, what do you call it? A rune slot. That's interesting. Yeah, you've got your rune slots. You've got a rune slot. I've got all my rune slots. I wonder if it's worth putting. No, I think I'm happy with what I've got. Right, so, speaking of, that is more or less the party we're going to take. I wish we could do more to help Bethany, but I don't think we can. So, time to go back to the manor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're getting along nicely. Right. Oh, do I need to sell all my stuff? No, I think we'll just go back to the estate. Yeah, I'm now doubting myself. I'm pretty sure I'm going to take Anders for the healing, just for the longevity. And ooh, and we've got a letter. What's the letter? Is it going to give me more money? I thought I'd already seen all the letters, haven't I? Yeah, letter from Orsino. That was the last one we got. Yeah. All right, fair enough. Nope, that's genuinely frustrating. Right. Yes, I'm going to outfit. Right. Who is going to be in my final team? Yes, Anders I'm going to take with me for the healing. Just longevity is important. I'll have Bethany there as well, so it's going to be double warden backing me up on this very warden-centric DLC, which I think is cool. One current, one former. Both mages, both pretty powerful in their own rights. If I remember correctly, Bethany's pretty darn kick-ass at the offensive magic. So that's double mage, and I've got my third slot, who is going to be Isabella. No, it's not. Sorry, I didn't mean Isabella. I meant Aveline, because as a tank, she's pretty darn good at staying up. She's very much like Cassandra in Inquisition. The amount of times I would be clearing something in Inquisition, and it would eventually just be Cassandra tanking the whole thing. Everyone else is dead around me, and it's just like, nope, she's just gonna stay there and just swipe. Yeah, dragons. She could quite often just end up killing the dragon pretty much by herself. Yeah. So Aveline is like, she's not quite as grumpy anymore, but she's still fairly grumpy. Her banter's not nearly quite as offensive as it used to be. We'll put that down to Donic, shall we? Yeah, so she's actually pretty good. So I think that's going to be my team. So I'm going to make sure we are pretty well equipped, including getting a new rune on Anders, which is, yeah, an armor rune that increases all attributes. And look, I've got plenty of money, so I can afford to splash out a bit. And rune of devastation. I think everybody's weapons are cool. Ooh, I forgot to check what weapon I had for Anders. Well, I'm going to tidy that all up. So, yes, when we come back to it, everybody will be all equipped.
There's justice in the world.
You want to free the mages. You kill a bunch of innocent people. What about them? Deserve justice?
Yes.
And then what? Where does it end? It's like a bar brawl. People are continuously pulled into the fray, and nobody remembers why it started. Justice is an idea. It makes sense in a world of ideas, but not in our world.
Wow, I've just been wandering around checking all the shops, looking for anything that's going to be like cool and useful, and they just started having this conversation, and I was just like, spot on, Isabella. Spot on. Anyway, I'm gonna carry on shopping and see if anything else turns up in background dialogue. Right, so I've been out and about. I think I've pretty well equipped everyone as well as I can. I'm sure I'll be picking up more stuff when we go through the game anyway, there'll be the whatever DLC loot available for me. So yeah, we're pretty well equipped. I've probably bought far too many bombs and grenades and potions and stuff, but we'll live with it. Why does this keep saying I've got a letter? I've read everything. Or did I just have to... You know what? I'm not quite sure why it's doing that, so we'll just leave it there. Yeah, we'll stash you, so we're not going to take you. And this has not been as long as I thought it would be, but yeah, I feel like we're prepped, we're ready to go, and the next time we come back, is it this way? The next time we come back, we are going to be telling a tale of our time completing Memento of Legacy. I mean, canonically, these are reminiscing the stories, and it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. It could end up being quite in-depth, I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly how big it is, but I predict it will be about a week's worth. So, but yeah, no, there's some cool stuff. There's a little bit of Hawke family history. There's gonna be a great enemy who, as it turns out, is kind of important to the series. We'll go more in depth when we find more information. And yeah, I'm planning on taking Anders for some of that warden history, and we have the ability to take Bethany in our party. So, you know, we're going to have current serving warden, ex-serving warden, and yeah, this is all tied up with some good warden background. So we'll be fighting Darkspawn, and no, I can't remember. Is it Carta? I think it's a bunch of dwarves. But yeah, there's so there'll be Darkspawn. There's probably a demon or two. There is a secret boss who kind of turns into a dragon, so we'll see how that's gonna go. If I'm remembering correctly, is he a dragon or is he like one of those fake type dragons? Anyway, assuming I remember exactly where he is, I've got a vague idea. He's somewhere near the beginning. I'm looking forward to that too, because who doesn't like fighting a dragon? It's always cool. I like to seek out the dragon fights and try and complete them. When it comes to Inquisition, we'll be spoiled for dragon fights, but they're also really tough. But they're really, really cool. So I'm looking forward to all that when we get to Inquisition. But yeah, next time we are going to be... next time we play Dragon Age 2, I should say. It's not going to be on the schedule for a couple of weeks. But next time we're going to be coming back and we're going to be starting the last of the DLC. So... thanks for watching, guys. It's been a really short one. There hasn't really been any action. We've just done background talking to people, which is nice in its own way. So this is just the chill episode before it all wraps up and gets exciting. So thanks for joining. I hope you like what you've seen, and yeah, join me next time for more adventures with Stephanie Hawke. And yeah, Darkspawn, Wardens. It's all good fun. Thanks for watching, guys. Ta-ta for now.